From the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
Welcome back. It's just about 6:30. Thank you for joining us. I'm Devin Fehely.
And I'm Emily Turner.
The latest on the Kincaid fire, which has grown to nearly 24,000 acres in the Geyserville area of Sonoma County. A stretch of State Highway 128 remains closed because of that fire. Now, late last night, new evacuation warnings were issued for 6 communities in Lake County. They are Gifford Springs, Whispering Pines, Anderson Springs, Adams Springs, Hoburgs, and Cobb. Again, that is just a warning that people in those areas may need to evacuate. Here are CAL FIRE's latest facts and figures from the Kincaid fire. Again, 23,700 acres have burned. Containment is still at just 5%. 600 homes and other buildings are threatened. At least 49 have been destroyed. At this point, there is no reports of any deaths linked to the fire.
Well, PG&E will make the call at 8 o'clock this morning whether or not to cut power to more than 850,000 customers. That amounts to about 2.5 million people. Now, nearly half are in the Bay Area, spread across vast sections of pretty much every county except San Francisco. The greater San Jose area is also largely exempt, including Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, where the 49ers are hosting a game tomorrow. Now, the Bay Area outages could start as early as 7 o'clock tonight, but the exact timing is subject to change depending on the weather.
We are preparing for what is likely going to be a widespread safety shutoff across our service territory to combat the risk of a catastrophic wildfire.
The embattled utility says the outages could last for at least 48 hours, in other words, well into Monday.
We will hold them accountable for the business interruption and costs associated with these blackouts, but I cannot look any of you in the eye and honestly say that we can snap our fingers and address a decade of mismanagement.
The Bay Area companies that help power California's massive economy are also fed up with the shutdowns, and they're not willing to wait a decade for PG&E to fix the problem. Local leaders worry if they can't find ways to wean themselves off the grid, they will likely just leave.
All right, Santa Clara County workers say they will be back on the picket line this week to protest what they call unfair labor practices by the county. The union, the SEIU Local 521, says the county has not addressed demands for higher wages, new contracts, and better working conditions. The rolling strikes began earlier this month. They've affected several agencies, including social services, county-run hospitals, and county libraries, among others.
Well, the California Highway Patrol says it's arrested a car thief after a standoff in Santa Cruz that lasted several hours. The standoff ended yesterday morning at a trailer on Branza 40 Drive. The CHP says it recovered 10 stolen vehicles, a 12-gauge shotgun, and ammunition. Investigators say the suspect is 44-year-old Ryan Michael Peterson. He was booked for vehicle theft, possession of stolen vehicles, violation of parole, and being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Actress Felicity Huffman is a free woman this morning. She was released from a federal prison in Dublin a few days early. Huffman served 11 days for her role in the college admissions scheme. She had been sentenced to 14. But since her original release date was set for Sunday, the prison is allowed to release her on the last weekday beforehand. She's still got a year of probation and 250 hours of community service in front of her.
A Southern California congresswoman is threatening legal action after being ensnared in a tabloid scandal. The Daily Mail published photos of freshman Democrat Katie Hall. You can see the pictures there. She's in the nude, holding a bong and kissing a female aide. Hill, who's going through a divorce right now, accuses her husband of leaking the pictures. Capitol Police are currently investigating.
The Pentagon just delivered Amazon a $10 billion punch to the gut. The Defense Department awarded a 10-year, $10 billion deal to Microsoft. The contract will transform and modernize the military's cloud computing system. Amazon had been a front runner for that contract, but that was before President Trump began criticizing Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Los Angeles County, the tick fire has now burned more than 4,000 acres in the Santa Clarita Valley. At least 6 structures are destroyed and 7 others damaged. The tick fire is 10% contained.
And your highs today are going to be warm, but not nearly as warm as we've seen, mostly in the 80s in the North Bay and those inland areas. Mix of 70s and 60s right around the Bay. But the real story is this. Red flag warning in effect tonight through Monday morning for pretty much everybody, with a few exceptions of San Francisco and parts of San Jose. Also, a high wind warning. Anyone in red, North Bay, Sonoma County, Napa, Lake County, you guys all have a wind warning. Wind advisory is everybody in yellow. Gusts up to 80 miles an hour until Monday morning.
And we should find out this morning at 8 a.m. if PG&E will cut power to 850,000 customers because of extreme fire condition. The outages could hit every part of the Bay Area except for San Francisco. They would likely start this evening and likely last for 48 hours.
You can count on KPIX. We will keep you up to date on that power outage.
Thank you for watching this morning. We'll be back tomorrow.